Hello and good evening. We would like to welcome you to the Mother's Day Poetry Summit. Our agenda tonight, we'll have our mission statements, open mic, Mother's Day video tribute, open mic, upcoming events, open mic, support Black businesses, and open mic. If you want to read a poem, please send us a note in the chat or use the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen. We love to hear what you have. The Women's Center mission statement: supporting survivors of violence and promoting a safer community in Southern Illinois. Carbondale United mission statement: the mission of Carbondale United is to provide an avenue of healing and community safety throughout the following: awareness, education, and activism. Our goals are to eliminate gun violence and racism from our neighborhoods and to provide events that are inclusive and diverse. The first poem will be read by me, and it is titled A Mother's Recipe. Okay, give me 1 second here. And Mother's Recipe. Most women have a pantry filled with spices, herbs, and stuff, salt and sugar, yeast and flour, but that's not quite enough. My mom's the finest cook around, and she told me long ago that bread's no good unless you add some loving to the dough. And when you're baking pie, says she, a pinch of faith and trust, if added to the shortening, makes a tender, flaky crust. You must add a cup of patience when making cookie dough. With temperance as your partner, place them in a neat row. Add some kindness to your yeast, and when the donuts rise, they're sweeter dough made in grease, you meet a glad surprise. And compassion by the spoonful in the batter of a cake makes it come out light and fluffy, just the finest you can make. Now these things can't be purchased in the store across the way, but mother keeps them in her heart and uses them each day. The next.
Hello, this is Jennifer Robertson, and I'm going to read a poem called Motherlode, which is written by Kate Bayer from the book What Kind of Woman? She keeps an office in her sternum, the flat bone in the center of her chest with all its urgent papers, vast appointments, lists of minor things. In her vertebra, she holds more carnal tasks, milk jugs, rotten plants, heavy-bottomed toddlers in all their mortal rage. She keeps frustration in her hallux, senseless chatter, jealous fangs, the spikes of a dinosaur's tail. The belly is more complicated, all heartache and ambition, fires and tidal waves. In her pelvis, she holds her labors, long and slippery. In her clavicle, silent things, money and power, safety and choice, tiny banquets of shame. In her hands, she carries their egos, small and flimsy. In her mouth, she holds her laughter, gentle currents, a cosmos of everything.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was lovely. The next poem will be read by Nancy Maxwell. It's titled When the Music Stops.
When the music stopped, honey was the color mixed with cinnamon freckles. The light brown cat eyes completed the softness that floats in the air. Body was akin to a glass bottle that caught the gaze, to a tune of musical notes that play in a repeating melody. That was my mother. The memories of no TV night, but books being read, singing with the vacuum handle transformed into a mic, drive-in with White Castles, aka WC's in the wagon, church on Sunday, school on Monday, skating on Saturday. That was my mama, and the music played on. Mama used to say, sticks and stones won't break your bones, but names will never hurt you. But guess what? That switch will. While saying, this hurts me more than it hurts you. I couldn't understand why did it hurt her as I prayed and cried. Mama used to say, close that door. We not heating Chicago. That was my mama, and the music played on. I could hear my mama call me a mile away when the street lights glowed. I was MIA many a day, but we lived in a village. Every mom echoed my mom. That was my mama, and the music played on. I never knew we were poor. We never missed a meal. After Thanksgiving, it was a turkey sandwich, turkey salad, turkey soup, turkey and eggs. Lord, please let the turkey run out. And the music played on. The day the music paused, my father walked around in the haze, pretending that everything was normal, and he didn't witness what I observed. It was like an alien beamed mama up and returned her without any adult memories. I became the mom and she the daughter. In spite of the change, I managed to adapt it, rewrapped it, put it in a bow, and accepted what could not be changed. Many others picked up the change. Together we arranged, and slowly I found the beat a little softer, a little quiet, a little bit of blues, but the music played on. On November 11th, 2009, the music stopped. I felt the bottom drop. She was my heart, my soul, and everything between. I couldn't hear her voice, give her a warm kiss, give gifts to her on her favorite day. I didn't know how to make it through. And then I heard the music start to play. Her, her favorite music was now medicine for my sorrow. I could hear clearly 1 in a million. I believe I can fly. Me and Mrs. Jones. At last, the music had a home. I just wanted to say some of the pictures on this slide is not all my mom because back in the day, if you got in trouble doing something or that you had no business doing, the neighbors will call your parents after they got on your case first. They wouldn't go and call DCFS. Everybody was like your other parents. We didn't have these technical gadgets and video games like kids have today. We went outside. Every day was a new adventure waiting to happen. Playing softball in the field. We had block parties. I was in a dance group called Lion City Dancers. I remember sitting on the truck with the Cooper girls selling watermelons and their father telling us stories. There was Miss Baker, Miss Georgette, Miss Leach, Miss Gardner, Miss Lewis. Um, when I needed advice or I needed to talk because my mother was suffering from mental health illness. Um, Miss Georgette made my dress for 8th grade and our dance outfits. Her mother, Miss Gibson, was a big part of my support system. There was Miss Lewis who opened up her heart and her home to everybody in the neighborhood. Her husband would even take us all out to the country. It would be as many kids as he could fit in his band. There was Rose Pope. She ain't play. I used to think she was the meanest person in the whole world, but she really had our best interests at heart. And then there was Miss Gaither, who kept my hair up. She would hot comb me with olive oil. She always helped out my mother when she got sick. It was Miss Cooper who didn't criticize me when I got pregnant, but let me know it wasn't the end of the world and my world wasn't over. It was Cheryl Bankhead, another one of my second mothers. I remember me and her daughter got in trouble because we snuck out the house and went over a friend's house and got caught by his mom, and Cheryl came and got us. And she was telling her daughter, "You gonna get it when you get home?" And I thought I was getting out of it because I was going home. And when we got back to the neighborhood, she told me, "Oh no, you're not going home. You spending the night. I got permission to whoop you too." Those were the days, and I miss them so. And I'm so grateful to each and every mother who took the time out, not only for their children, but for others too. We as a community need to take it back old school. It takes a village.
Our next poem will be Mother by Carmen. Ode to Mom.
Ode to Mom is from an unknown artist. Mine is Mother, that I would like to say first. My mother passed in 2009 from Parkinson's, so the last 5 years of her life, she was a vegetable in a bed. So this is a poem to my mother. Mother, there is no other as faithful as a mother. She's your most ardent fan and your most demanding critic. She soothes you when you're sick and boosts you when you're down. She makes you feel so special and the apple of her eye. She has the ability to pull the best out of you. She can be a force to be reckoned with when protecting her child and still be that loving, kind person to all of mankind. She's helped you through all seasons that life has to offer you and guided you through your mishaps and the times you were really down. So cherish this time on earth that you have with her. For when she's called home, you will feel her by your side. I miss my mom with all my heart and soul. I never knew she did so much. And most of all, she was always a comfort to my soul. Those memories that I often look back on are comforting at times and soothes my soul just thinking all of the times she was around. So when she took that final breath and hear no more from me, I played her voice inside my head so very frequently. For all the times I watched you play the hymns and sang a melody, and even some for me. I grew up sitting behind you as you played for various choirs and traveled everywhere you went with pride I can't describe. I miss my mom so very much. I do, I do, I do. And so I have another poem, Ode to Mom, from an unknown artist. It's an ode to Mom. From the moment we met, a bond was made. You held me in your arms, a loving embrace and a tender smile. From that moment on, you were always known as Mom. From my first steps to my first word, you were there for it all. I remember you reading stories, telling me tales both big and small. You raised me to be respectful, teaching me right from wrong, pushing me to reach higher and taught me to stand tall. Through all the challenging obstacles, you were there to support and encourage. You watched me grow and become who I am today. I've always, I'll always hold on to the memories we've made and look forward to the ones to come. On this Mother's Day, I say thank you. It goes out to all the mothers for being with us through thick and thin, just like my mom. Never replaceable, always dependable. You're one in a million. And thank you.
We like to let you know about some upcoming events. Connects 360 presents The Birth of Boynton Street. It'll be in Marion, Illinois. Boynton Street Community Center, 501 West Boynton Street. Also on a Zoom, Facebook Live, and YouTube. You can register for this event at the CarbondalePublicLibrary.org. It'll be May 8th at 4 p.m. Please join us. Another event is Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Things. Healing Illinois' Hero. This event will be held virtually in case of rain, but will also be in person outside of the Carbondale Public Library in the garden. That's 405 West Main Street, Carbondale, Illinois. That'll be Thursday, May 27th from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dress is business casual. Come join us for an evening of saluting heroes. For more information, please contact Nancy Maxwell at 618-306-5885. Our next event will be the George Floyd Weekend, May 22nd through the 25th. We'll be celebrating at Evergreen Park from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the 22nd. On the 23rd, we'll have a prayer vigil at Addicts Park from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. May 24th, we'll have a peace circle at the Marion Square from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And May 25th, peace circle and march at the Marion Square from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Celebrate freedom. Save the date. Juneteenth will be June 19th. We'll have food, fun, vendors, entertainment, shopping with the Black Tuesdays group, and much more from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hope to see you there. This looks like another poem. It's titled The Black Mother by Marcus Garvey.
Sorry to interrupt, Yolanda, but I don't think she was able to make it, so we're just going to go ahead and skip past this one.
Okay. Are you looking for a Mother's Day gift? Check out Blissful Body Butter. BBB is a Black-owned business. You can also check out Prince R Us. PRS is a Black-owned business. We put the shirt on your back. Prince R Us. Now, remember, I asked, did anyone want to read a poem or recite a poem? Just put your information in the chat, and we would love to hear what you have.
Does not look like anybody has said that they would like to read a poem so far.
Another idea for Mother's Day, donate to National Bailout. The National Bailout Collective coordinates the Mama's Day bailouts, where we bail out as many Black mamas and caregivers as we can so they can spend Mother's Day with their families where they belong. National Bailout. Their website is noted below. Thank you to everyone who participated. Thank you for coming. We look forward to seeing you soon. Contact information. For questions or more information, contact Carbondale United at email address Carbondale United 15 at gmail.com. Facebook, Create Better Community 15. The Women's Center 24-hour crisis hotline, 1-800-334-2094. Thank you all for coming.